It's Thursday, September 25th, 2025, and I'm Dave Sobel. 4 things to know today. Generative AI is reshaping tech jobs, but gutting repetitive work. AI agent sprawl and wasted analyst hours reveal why productivity myths are costing billions. Vendors standardize around the model context protocol while stacking more services into the MSP channel. And diversity in IT leadership stalls with women exiting tech at alarming rates. And Google is merging Android and Chrome OS, adding new support headaches. This is the business of tech. According to a recent analysis by Indeed, the rise of generative artificial intelligence will significantly transform technology jobs more than those in other sectors. The report indicates that over half of the skills associated with technology roles will undergo deeper changes, with nearly 6% of job skills that could be fully transformed being technology-related. Corey Stahl, a senior economist at Indeed's hiring lab, noted that while many skills in tech are poised for transformation, less than 1% of skills are likely to be fully replaced by generative AI. The study highlights that tasks involving structured data, such as coding, are particularly vulnerable to automation, allowing AI to take over repeatable processes in software development and other IT functions. The proliferation of artificial intelligence tools is creating significant challenges for organizations, as many employees feel overwhelmed by the sheer number of platforms they must navigate. According to a report by DBT Labs, analysts are losing an average of 9.1 hours each week due to inefficient workflows, equating to over $20,000 annually per staff member. Bill Connor, president and CEO of Generative, highlighted the issue of AI agent sprawl, where organizations may have up to 40 different AI agents, leading to management headaches. As companies seek to streamline operations, the focus is increasingly on implementing unified platforms that can integrate AI to reduce manual tasks and enhance productivity. Many chief executives mistakenly believe their teams are operating at peak productivity, while data indicates otherwise. According to a productivity lab analysis involving over 300,000 workers across more than 5,600 organizations, companies lose an astonishing $11.2 million in productivity for every 1,000 employees annually, with actual utilization averaging only 87% of capacity. This disparity translates to a staggering $2.86 billion lost each year across all tracked organizations, stemming from a significant 58% of employees failing to meet their own productivity goals. Industries like computer hardware exhibit the highest underutilization rates at 71%, highlighting a structural issue rather than a lack of motivation. Organizations that measure productivity based on actual output and create operational visibility can unlock capacity for growth and drive innovation. Why do we care? Here's the reality check. AI isn't killing tech jobs, but it is gutting repetitive work. Coding, scripting, data crunching, AI eats that for breakfast. So if that's your core skill, time to move up the value chain. And let's talk about AI agent sprawl. Some companies say they're running 40 different AI agents. That's not transformation, it's chaos. Add in 9 wasted hours per week per analyst, and leadership still thinks they're at peak productivity? No wonder this is all bleeding billions. For providers, this is all gold. Stop selling point tools and start selling clarity. Audit your customers' AI use, clean up the sprawl, give them visibility into actual output. They don't want more AI, they want less waste. That's where we thrive. And that's also why standards like the Model Context Protocol matter. They're the antidote to AI sprawl. Governance and orchestration aren't just technical, they're how you stop 40 agents turning into 40 headaches. This episode is supported by Comet Backup. Not all heroes wear capes. Some live among us, quietly saving businesses one help desk ticket at a time. Whether you're battling ransomware, hardware failure, or human error, Comet's powerful backup and recovery solutions put you in control. Manage all your backups in Comet's simple, centralized platform. Protect computers, servers, virtual environments, emails, and databases. When disaster strikes, be the hero your business needs. With Comet Backup, you're not just saving the data, you're saving the day. Comet Backup, for the everyday IT heroes. Visit cometbackup.com to start your free 30-day trial today. Get $100 free credit when you sign up with the promo code MSP Radio. Comet Backup. Be the hero. Save the day. And speaking of, SnapLogic has announced an expansion of support for the Model Context Protocol, aiming to integrate artificial intelligence into enterprise workflows more effectively. This update includes enhanced governance, orchestration, and security capabilities, allowing businesses to incorporate AI agents seamlessly into their existing systems without requiring extensive reconfiguration. Delinea has launched its open-source Model Context Protocol server, enabling developers to securely embed access to credentials and workflows in their custom artificial intelligence agents. The MCP server, available for free on GitHub, addresses the challenges organizations face in managing secure connections to external tools and sensitive data as the use of AI agents increases. By employing temporary credentials for specific requests, the MCP server aims to reduce the risk of credential leakage. And Figma has announced updates that enhance the accessibility of its design tools for AI agents, allowing them to communicate directly with its app building platform. The Model Context Protocol server, which connects AI models to the underlying code of designs created in Figma, now supports the Figma Make coding tool, enabling AI models to accurately recreate applications based on their design rather than guessing from visual prototypes. The MCP server can now be accessed remotely from various AI coding agents and integrated development environments, broadening its usability beyond those who rely on the desktop application. Digital workplace platform TeamViewer has launched a global managed service provider partner program aimed at accelerating scalable growth and providing partners with a competitive edge. The program features a new tiered structure, and members of the program will have access to Tensor, TeamViewer's cloud-based remote connectivity platform, and the MSP Growth Index, which offers personalized insights for service delivery improvement. CyberFox has announced a strategic partnership with MSP Process to enhance identity verification and combat voice phishing attacks. The collaboration allows CyberFox to become an official reseller of MSP Process's end-user and technician verification solutions, designed to close critical cybersecurity gaps for MSPs and their clients. Data storage specialist Seagate has announced a strategic partnership with cybersecurity vendor Acronis to enhance storage capabilities for MSPs. Seagate will integrate its S3-compatible live cloud object storage platform into Acronis offerings, providing advanced security features such as data encryption, role-based access control, and identity management. And Barracuda Networks has announced the appointment of Rohit Ghai as the new CEO, succeeding Hatem Nujib, who stepped down after leading the company since 2021. Ghai has over 2 decades of experience in cybersecurity and software as a service. Why do we care? AI plumbing is getting standardized. SnapLogic, Delinea, Figma, they're all on board with a Model Context Protocol. That means less spaghetti integration, more secure, governed AI workflows. Translation: MSPs can finally start building AI services without duct tape. Then you've got TeamViewer wanting a bigger MSP footprint, CyberFox plugging a social engineering hole with MSP Process, Seagate cozying up with Acronis on storage, and Barracuda swapping CEOs. The through line? Vendors are all trying to grab more of your stack. But here's the trap. If you just resell every vendor add-on, you slide straight into commoditization. The real value is curation, picking integrations that cut friction and ignoring the noise. That's where providers protect margin. Care about what cuts friction? That's what you can sell as value. And the rest? Watch it, but don't get distracted. Each quarter, this podcast releases our research data on the demographic makeup of IT leadership, broken down by race and sex. By surveying public websites, we're trying to look for the change over time. This quarter, we surveyed 300 companies and 4,159 people. 78% vendors, 78% technology providers. This quarter, we found that 87.1% are white and 2.8% are black. Breakdown is also 78% male. The data remains similar between vendors and tech providers. When we look at publicly traded or Fortune 100 companies, the numbers do improve for women, remaining at 26%. The racial divide remains within 2%. This data is essentially identical to all of the reports for 2024 and for 2025, keeping us on track for little movement. The latest Commission for Employment Equity report reveals that while the number of women in the information and communication technology sector has increased, men still dominate management roles. Currently, the sector employs 116,783 women, which marks an increase over 11,000 women since 2021, particularly among African females. Despite this progress, men occupy the majority of top management positions, with 2,237 white males leading the count, compared to only 1,351 women in top roles, of whom 591 are white females. The report highlights a persistent gender imbalance, especially at senior management levels, where women hold only 4,708 positions, demonstrating the ongoing challenges in achieving true equity within the ICT workforce. A recent article from Techtopia highlights the troubling trend of women leaving the tech sector, driven by a lack of career progression rather than personal responsibilities. According to the 2025 Lovelace report, between 40 and 60,000 women exit technology roles in the UK each year, resulting in an economic loss ranging from £1.4 billion to £2.2 billion annually due to decreased productivity and recruitment challenges. The report reveals that only 3% of women cited caregiving as a reason for leaving, with the primary factors being limited achievement opportunities and inadequate recognition. Microsoft has quietly ended its Black Partner Growth Initiative after a planned 5-year run, which commenced in June 2020 following the death of George Floyd. This program aimed to support Black-owned or Black-led businesses within the Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program, working with over 1,450 partners and helping them collectively increase revenue by 328%. Despite the program's success, analyst Shelley Kramer noted that the closure reflects a broader trend of skepticism toward initiatives supporting minority-owned businesses, often labeled as woke. Microsoft stated they will continue to provide resources to all partners and focus on innovation and artificial intelligence enablement moving forward. Why do we care? The numbers say the quiet part out loud. Barely any change in who runs tech. At the same time, the UK's Lovelace report says tens of thousands of women bail out of tech every year because they can't move up. That's not a culture war story. That's a capacity drain you pay for in overtime, missed projects, and busted margins. And with DEI now a dirty word in some boardrooms, the smart move is to relabel this what it is: profit and delivery. Here's the play. Fix the first promotion. That's where the pipeline breaks. Track time to manager and time to director by cohort and make leaders fix stalls. Put sponsorship in writing for mid-career women. Show your CFO the math. Every prevented exit avoids 0.5 to 2 times salary in replacement costs. Then sell it. Diverse leadership teams are more likely to outperform and drive more innovation revenue. Companies in the top quartile for gender diversity on executive teams are 39% more likely to financially outperform. Ethnically diverse executive teams, that's around 39%. Diverse boards show similar effects. Gender plus 27% likelihood, ethnic plus 13%. Correlation isn't causation, but it's large, persistent, and growing. Also, big buyers have supplier diversity expectations baked into procurement. Align or lose points. This isn't about being woke. It's about winning bids, shipping work, and keeping margin. Diversity isn't stalling. It's draining capacity and driving up costs if you ignore it. Google has announced that it will merge Android and Chrome OS to create a new operating system for personal computers set to launch next year. During Qualcomm's Snapdragon Summit, Samir Samad, head of the Android ecosystem, expressed excitement about the development, highlighting the opportunity to enhance artificial intelligence capabilities on laptops and ensure seamless integration with the Android ecosystem. This collaboration aims to leverage Qualcomm's advanced processing technology to optimize performance for the new OS, combining the user-friendly aspects of Chrome OS with the versatility of Android. Why do we care? Sounds big, but here's the real story. For providers, it's another support headache. New training, new deployment rules, new security baselines. Sure, Google and Qualcomm promise slick AI integration, but Windows still rules business apps. So this isn't a Windows killer. It's a shift in how Google expects IT to manage devices, more like phones than PCs. Where it does matter is K-12 and small business markets where Chrome OS already had traction. This merger could expand Google's foothold, so if you serve those clients, expect questions and be ready with answers. If your clients experiment with the devices, you need playbooks ready, deployment, security, and support. My advice? Don't ignore it, but don't overinvest either. Pilot it, prep your staff, maybe even package a readiness assessment. Client will want clarity, not hype. If you're an MSP, you already know email is still the #1 way attackers get in. What's changed is how they do it. Automation, AI, and smarter social engineering are blowing past legacy filters and basic settings. So I'm hosting a live webinar defending against modern email threats on Tuesday, October 7th at 2 p.m. Eastern, sponsored by Mail Protector. We're going to cut through the marketing and get practical about what modern email security really means for providers. Here's what we'll cover: API versus gateway tools, where each shines, where they fall short, and how to pick the right fit for your clients. Outbound protection that actually works, stopping spoofing and impersonation, enforcing encryption, and tightening DMARC, SPF, and DKIM so your customers' brands don't take the hit. Configurations that matter, small tweaks that close big gaps without piling on complexity. And real MSP scenarios, what worked, what failed, and how tiny oversights led to big compromises. If you're building a new stack or tuning the one you've got, you'll leave with field-tested steps you can implement right away. Join me Tuesday, October 7th at 2 p.m. Eastern. Register now. The link is on screen and in the description. And let's move past theory into practical, next-level defenses against today's evolving email threats. Thanks for listening. Today, National Daughters Day, National Lobster Day, National Quesadilla Day, and National Tune-Up Day. I'm previewing some upcoming additions to the show lineup on my Patreon at patreon.com/MSPradio. New content is coming. Sign up now to get very early access. The Business of Tech is written and produced by me, Dave Sobel, under ethics guidelines posted at businessof.tech. If you've enjoyed the show, make sure you've subscribed or followed on your favorite platform. It's free and helps directly. Give us a review, too. If you want to support the show, visit patreon.com/MSPradio, and you'll get access to content early. Or buy our Why Do We Care merch at businessof.tech. Have a question you want answered? We take listener questions, send them in, ideally as a voice memo or video to question@mspradio.com. I answer listener questions live on our Wednesday live show on YouTube and LinkedIn. If you've got a comment or a thought on a story, put it in the comments if you're on YouTube, or reach out on LinkedIn if you're listening to the podcast. And if you want to advertise on the show, visit mspradio.com/engage. Once again, thanks for listening, and I will talk to you again on our next episode.
Part of the MSP Radio Network.